Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be an overall general energy reading for my Sagittariuses, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Keep in mind, I trust that when this message finds you, Sagittarius, it finds you at the right time. All of my readings are timeless. Sagittarius, I hope this message finds you while you're in good health and good wealth. And I hope you do something that you love today just because you can. We deserve to enjoy our time here on this earth. I'm looking at the Queen of Swords reverse, Five of Wands reverse, and the Tower reverse. I feel like, Sagittarius, there was some sort of conflict in your past with a certain individual. And it's like you guys were stuck in, whether it be with one person or many people, it's like you're stuck in a cycle of conflict, however that may look, you know. Conflict comes in many forms. And it's like this cycle would have just kept going and going and going until you had to cut off access. You had to cut your access off energetically. Like you had to make it to where even if they were going to keep coming back around and around and around trying to get some type of reaction out of you, you had to make it to where they can no longer even come around in the vicinity to get that reaction, right? I feel you're not even giving this certain person, these people, the time of day anymore. And because of that, it's like you're avoiding, or you're avoiding a lot of just further conflict. With the Seven of Pentacles on the split. You're waiting for something. Maybe feeling a bit restless. Maybe you're waiting for this cycle to end so this new one can begin with the Ace of Cups. But overall, I see you guys not wanting to be a part of the conflict anymore. Page of Cups, you want new. Queen of Wands reverse. This Page of Cups right here. I feel you are looking at all of the different opportunities in front of you, all of the different routes that you could take, you know. Justice right here, Libran energy. I think you're excited about what the future has in store for you, possibly meeting new people, new connections. I think you're getting more control, or you're becoming more aware of your emotions these days. You're becoming aware of how impactful your emotions are and how much control and how much destruction they can cause when you don't have control over them, right? So with this Queen of Swords reverse, I see this is you having a better control for the situation at hand. This is you exercising that control of emotion, that growth of emotion. Hierophant in the middle, and the Seven of Cups at the end. Like I said, you have a lot of different options. Nine of Cups on the bottom, and the Chariot under that, and the Sun. Wow. Overall energy is the Four of Pentacles. Like I said, you're blocking off access to you. You're not giving them the access that they once had, right? You're not giving them the satisfaction of the benefits that come with having access to you, Sagittarius. Them being this person or past people, right, that are trying to cause some type of conflict. In the center of your reading, we have the Hierophant and the Chariot. I see you are seeking new knowledge, actively pursuing new knowledge about a situation, or trying to become a version of yourself that has strong roots, right? Strong roots and long branches, I think is the saying. With this Chariot, it tells me that you were excited for this new chapter, right? All of this new opportunity with this Page of Cups and Nine of Cups to start your reading. This is somebody that is very, very fulfilled with where they're at, very content with where they're at, maybe feeling as though you've been granted some sort of wish fulfillment, and you're excited about the new adventure with this Page of Cups. I think the offer being made to you is an offer from Spirit, an offer to kind of restart, I guess. And that's what brings you to the Hierophant in the middle right here. Could be dealing with the Taurus, could be dealing with Cancer, the Chariot, Leo with the Sun, Capricorn with your overall energy, Four of Pentacles. But it's like you're definitely being more selective about the things you invest your energy in, the people, the places, the things with this Four of Pentacles. And with this Hierophant, it's like you're making sure that you know exactly what it is you're investing in, why you're investing in it, deepening your knowledge about the world around you, about this new opportunity, this new endeavor that you're going on, this new journey that you're going on. You're making sure that you have the proper knowledge necessary about how to maneuver your way through these new lands, these new this new pathway for yourself, right? With the Chariot. So it's like you're trying to make sure that you understand what it is you are walking towards, what it is you're signing up for in regards to this new experience. You also could be seen as somebody very wise, somebody with a lot of extensive knowledge, right? With the Hierophant, people could be coming to you in search of answers. But overall, I just think that this is the Hierophant and the Chariot. This is like you putting yourself in a position to where you're just valuable, right? Like you're fully in control of the narrative of your life in the direction in which it's going. And that's because you're connected to Source heavily. You stay connected to Source with the Hierophant. And that's what opens up, because you are making yourself valuable, not giving other energies that are not like serving your highest good access to you. That opens up a whole new world of opportunity for you with this Seven of Cups, right? You could be feeling even a bit overwhelmed at times because of the ample amount of opportunity, or just the different directions in which you could go, right? Because you made yourself this valuable asset by knowing a lot about a lot, pretty much. And so you could be overwhelmed by just like not knowing what choice you want to make in regards to what is next for you. Because with the Sun out here, clarifying the Seven of Cups, it's like you want to make sure that you're following your bliss, your happiness, you know? I see you're feeling very enlightened at this time with the Hierophant and the Sun and the Chariot. It's like there's this certain almost an otherworldly like presence, has an otherworldly presence to it. I feel you could be surprising a lot of people right now with the decisions that you are making, or the decisions that you will make. You could be getting a lot of messages from spirit. Birds could be of importance. This owl and this other bird. But it's like with this chariot right here, it's like I feel when you are in this Hierophant energy in the center of your reading, getting the knowledge you need necessary to move forward on your path, Sagittarius. I think it's, you are, because you've done the work, basically because you are taking time to focus on quality, not quantity, in regards to your path. I think you know that you can move at whatever pace you want and success is still assured, right? Because you're taking the time to like make sure that, I don't know, there's just this wise energy to it. It's like you're doing all of the work and the research that you need to do so that no matter what pace you go at, you'll have the answer every time, right? I feel like you know that it's a slow and steady wins the race. And because you're sitting with this owl right here, it's like, this is just, there's deep wisdom. You're like, if you were a doctor, right? And there was like two doctors, right? They were going to the same school. One doctor, he kind of skims through all of the readings for the homework or the test or whatever. He just like kind of skims through it, and like he does enough, he understands enough to get a C on every single paper. But then there's this other doctor that's like, this doctor will like read the page, reread the page, and then he does enough to get an A on every single paper, right? It's like, yes, they're both still doctors, but one doctor, I'd rather have that doctor do my open heart surgery than the other, than the C doctor, right? Because this doctor just took his time. This doctor just took his sweet time to make sure he knows exactly what he's doing and like the ins and outs of every single part of what he is doing. This has you feeling very, very connected to self, I feel, which in turn makes you feel very connected to source energy. And that's why these opportunities are just coming what might seem effortlessly, but really there's a lot of work and preparation behind you putting yourself in the position to receive all of this happiness, abundant opportunities. And it could come in the form of things that are going to make you emotionally happy, right? So this could be just a lot of new relationships, starting to build new connections with people, or whatever would make you emotionally happy. I see that you're being put in a position to really be fulfilled emotionally. This reading starts off pretty, you're in a very curious energy, right? With this Page of Cups. And you're wondering about how good can life really get, right? How good can my life get? What is going to make me happy? What is going to fulfill me? Again, emotionally. There's a lot of Cups energy here. Actually, Cups is the only things that are in the minor arcana. Everything else is major arcana. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio, a Pisces, a Cancer. But because of you in this curious energy, because you're sitting in it for however long you do, I feel you're on a journey of rediscovery, really, in this Page of Cups clarified by the Nine of Cups. And so you figure out what it is that you want, what it is going to make you happy, what it is going to emotionally fulfill you. And all of this is only happening because you have kind of made the choice with this Four of Pentacles to start putting up certain boundaries around who and what has an effect on your life. Because when we were speaking of this conflict earlier, before I started pulling cards in the baby tarot, it's like that situation, that's being on that repetitive cycle with people that were contributing to, you know, any type of chaos in your life, that taught you the importance of being protective of your own energy, and like yeah, just the importance of how much you're giving of yourself to others and what you receive. And like, I feel like this situation in particular, this conflicting situation for you, whether it be with another person or many people, it you realize that the cycle was only being repeated over and over again because you were giving more of yourself, because you were giving them that satisfaction of whatever reaction they were seeking from you. So then you flipped the script, started pulling your energy away, started not being so invested in the chaos, I guess. And that's when this Tower in reverse happens, you avoiding any further like damage emotionally, physically, mentally. And that was the lesson, right? Once the cycle broke, you were like able to reflect on the in this Page of Cups energy, and came to a state of reflection. And then you were able to kind of integrate the lesson learned from that about the importance of your energy and your happiness with this Nine of Cups. I think that's great. And now you're in a position where, with this Hierophant and the Chariot, a very, very powerful time for you. This is a very patient energy, but also an energy of assured success because of that patience, right? Like, you are in a position where it's like time has slowed down a bit, right? When you were in that chaotic cycle, the days were probably feeling as though they were just passing you by, and you knew what to expect out of the next day because the cycle was repeating. But now you're in a place where it's like there's this stillness, but also a certainty within you, an inner knowing about what is next for you, where you want to go. You're just taking your time, making sure that you have all of the knowledge necessary to be prepared for this journey. And with the Seven of Cups and the Sun coming out next, coming out last, it's like that time was absolutely so beneficial. You choosing to like embody the patience, really, to reconstruct your belief system or refine it, fine tune it, I would say, because now you're more aware of who this version of you is, what you want, and I feel you have many doors opening for you, and they all lead to a blissful outcome, something that you're going to be very satisfied with, because when you sat in this Hierophant energy, you made sure that those were the only offers you would even look at anymore, right? Only things that are going to be beneficial to your energy, to yourself, your life, your being, right? With this Four of Pentacles, I feel you're not giving anything that is going to be of the likeness of this conflict. Nothing of that likeness is even allowed to, come around you. You're not giving it the chance, really. And that's why every single outcome is leading to something that you're going to be satisfied with, because of you knowing the importance of protecting your energy and understanding that. We're going to end this reading with some oracle cards. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. channeled through me. Star Mother Arrakis. Be the king who has made his own kingdom. Our Star Mother keeps an eye on all the wild games happening in the sacred playground of the earth, shining her divine justice and protection. No bully shall prevail over you. No bully from within you shall prevail either. You are the child so secure in the love of our mother that you can trust life and your ability to face whatever comes implicitly. Like I said, it's like you're tapped in with source energy, like very closely connected with yourself and the world around you. And I feel as though that is what allows you to be in this kind of state of tranquility and comfortable with the slow pace, the slow growth, because you know all good things take time. All right. Sacred Soul Sister. When you are beyond consciousness, the ecstasy of love moves your way. You know something deep in your bones. It doesn't have to make sense. It may be joy, or it may be the realization that a deep inner pain is to be released now so that joy may arise. That's funny because your last card is Arise. It may be that something is going to work out beautifully despite appearances to the contrary. It may be that you're meant to take a certain path. You just know. And that's over the Page of Cups and Nine of Cups. This is what, when you're kind of on that self-discovery curiosity about who you want to become next, or who you are now even, right? Trying to really understand what it is that's going to make you happy. And this says, you just know. You just know. You have a feeling, right? And so that's what brings you into this, really this state of seeking knowledge, this state of becoming the knowing. All right. Dance of the Divine Feminine. How bitter the taste of water would be if the river stopped its flow. The universe esteems you capable of more than being sure-footed and sensible. You can whirl and stumble, inspired by the music of the spheres. There's big magic for you to weave this lifetime. Prosaic priorities inherited from the world are stuff and nonsense. Give up the mainstays that drain your heart. Ask your soul what matters most and attend to that. And that is amazing, actually, because that is what you were doing back here. You were asking yourself those deeper questions, like, what is it that's going to make me happy? What is it that matters most? And this, when this says you can whirl and stumble, inspired by the music of the spheres, it's like that's what has you in this, just this state of knowing, like, yeah, I don't have to go at a super fast pace. Like, my destination doesn't have to be tomorrow. It doesn't have to be a year from now. I know what it is that's going to make me happy now. I know what it is that's going to like what my soul is called to do, what is going to truly matter the most to me, right? And that's because you started blocking off your energy to all things that are going to disrupt that, right? So because of that, it's like, you know that you don't have to move like everybody else, because you know what you want to do now. So within that regard, it's like, if you know what you want to do, then you know, and with this Hierophant, and you know what you have to do in order to do it, then it's like you can go off the checklist as slow as you want. You know, there is no rush, because now you know. Arise. Arise. Wings of hope languish from lack of use. Every cell in your body is created to rise to challenges. You have gumption, chutzpah, guts. You dare to love where others see only pain. You dare to believe that everything will work out where others only see what they judge to be wrong. You seek freedom where the world succumbs to manipulation and propaganda. Where others peddle fear, you recognize and know love's true power. And that others might be fearful of all the options in front of them and the unknown and the vast amount of knowledge and patience required to know what it is for you and what is going to make you truly happy. Because most of us out here we're just trying things. We're just trying things out. Just you know, we don't know what it is like the end goal, you know, because there's no manual, no guidebook to how to live life. But because you were brave enough to kind of face this moment in the center of your reading, this moment of the unknown, you know, taking your time with yourself, doing all of the things that you need to do in order to feel comfortable enough, you know, to continue on, proceed on, but in a successful manner, because you took the time to, you know, sit with yourself really and look at yourself for who you are. Now it's like you recognize what actually matters to you, and now it's in front of you because you took that time, right? Now you can walk through any one of these 7 doors, and each door is going to lead to that love that you're seeking, whether it be in the form of XYZ. It'll be there. Because what you put out there, it will come back to you. So if you took that time to love yourself and learn about yourself and what really matters to you, it's like eventually when you're ready to proceed forward, no matter how fast, that love that you put into yourself is going to reflect itself in the outer 3D world in the form of something offered to you or an opportunity. But I will leave you with this: be the king who has made his own kingdom. Take your time. There's no rush. There's no rush. There's no expiration, or I'm not gonna say that. There's no time limit on how long you can focus on your healing and sit with yourself and like be patient with yourself, you know, because when you come out of that state of healing or state of knowledge or seeking knowledge or state of just being where you want to understand more about what it is going to actually fulfill you in this life, when you come out of that, you want to make sure that like you spent your time wisely enough so that you can retain that knowledge, you know, that information, so that you can actually create what is now going to make you happy, or like manifest it in the physical with all the knowledge that you got. But if you just kind of half-ass it and rush it because you're so excited about, you know, the next chapter, and just like, then it's like I said, what you put into it, you're going to get out of it, and then you're going to get an opportunity that, yeah, you might be happy for a little bit, but since you half-assed it in the trying to understand what you need to in order to, you know, keep it, it might that happiness might only last so long, because that's what you put into it. So that's what you'll get out of it. But Sagittarius, this was your reading. Be the king who has made his own kingdom, or hers, or theirs. See you.